Hi, my name is Julio Rivera. I'm an activist, journalist, adventurer, veteran, television presenter, and businessman. I've covered many of the major historical events going on around the world over the past several years, and after watching regime changes, conflict, and historic elections globally, I've come to the conclusion that the most underreported crisis in the world today can be defined in only one word: malware. That's why I've decided to dedicate my time to educating people everywhere and exposing the dangers that exist on the devices that we've become tethered to and depend on for so many reasons in our day-to-day life. Welcome to This Week in Malware. On This Week in Malware, we'll be covering EEMV and MMDT Ransomware join the ever-growing Djvu Ransomware family. Go-go.tech is a website associated with Adware, browser hijackers, and pups. The ever-growing Djvu Ransomware family frequently spawns several variants, and EEMV Ransomware is another addition to the group. Like other versions of the widely used ransomware code, EEMV Ransomware renders its victims' files inaccessible, including photos, music, documents, and video data. Upon file encryption, the infection appends the .eemv file extension to affected files, leaving a ransom note named readme.txt on the user's desktop and in every folder containing encrypted files. The note instructs victims to contact the hackers via restorealldata@firemail.cc and Gorentos at bitmessage.ch or through the Telegram account @datarestore. Unfortunately, EEMV ransomware victims do not have access to a free decryption tool at the moment. The only reliable way to recover affected files is to restore them from a backup. Also, they could try using alternative data recovery options, yet bear in mind that alternative data recovery methods may not unlock the encrypted files. Although the hackers behind EEMV ransomware promise to provide a file decryptor for payment, it is most likely that you may pay and never receive the decryption key. Therefore, it is not recommended to transfer the ransom fee in the first place. EEMV ransomware spreads similarly to most ransomware infections, generally delivered via malicious spam emails or unreliable third-party websites. Once it accesses the targeted system, EEMV ransomware utilizes the AES cipher algorithm to encrypt important files and then demands a ransom for the decryption key. The decryption key costs $980, but the cybercriminals will offer a 50% discount if contact is established within the first 72 hours after infection. How to protect yourself from the EEMV ransomware infection. To protect yourself from the EEMV ransomware attack, you should practice safe web browsing habits like refraining from opening email attachments from unknown senders and downloading programs from unreliable sources. You should also have a reputable malware remediation tool installed on your computer. That way you can regularly scan for elements associated with this troublesome ransomware infection and other malware. Also, to reduce the potential damage of a future ransomware infection, please consider backing up your files on an external hard drive or cloud storage. MMDT Ransomware is another addition to the Djvu Ransomware family. Like its many predecessors, it locks up users' files and demands a ransom fee to restore file access. MMDT Ransomware encrypts various file types including photos, music, documents, and videos. During the file encryption, MMDT Ransomware adds the .mmdt extension to affected files and leaves a ransom note on the user's desktop and in every folder that has encrypted files. Unfortunately, an online decryption tool that would unlock the encrypted files is not available at the moment. The only reliable way to recover affected files is to restore them from a backup. You could also possibly use alternative data recovery options. However, there's no guarantee that alternative data recovery tools will unlock all the encrypted files. MMDT Ransomware employs distribution methods that are common to many other ransomware variants. It generally arrives via malicious spam emails or unreliable websites. Once the malware accesses the victim's system, it employs the AES encryption algorithm to lock up important files. Afterward, MMDT Ransomware demands a ransom for the decryption key. The decryption key costs $980, but the cybercriminals will offer a 50% discount if the victim contacts them within the first 72 hours after infection. Although the hackers provide the contact emails support@bestyourmail.ch and data restore help at airmail.cc, there is no guarantee that they will issue the decryption key they promise, so ransomware victims are discouraged from paying the ransom or even establishing communication. How do I deal with the MMDT ransomware infection? To protect yourself from the MMDT ransomware, you should invest in a reputable malware remediation tool to regularly scan for elements associated with this troublesome ransomware infection. In addition, to protect your critical files from any future malware attacks, you should back them up on an external hard drive or cloud storage. Go-go.tech is a website associated with adware, browser hijackers, and potentially unwanted programs or pups. These kinds of programs are designed to modify a user's web browser. These modifications allow them to initiate a series of unwanted redirects in order to promote sponsored websites by generating artificial traffic towards them. Most browser hijackers and other similar programs have the tendency to modify a browser's homepage, new tab page, and default search engine. The browser hijacker promoting go-go.tech has also been observed causing unwanted redirects when users initiate web searches via the URL bar. As far as distribution of such programs is concerned, users often download adware, browser hijackers, and pups unknowingly. This is because the operators behind these kinds of programs rely heavily on such distribution techniques as software bundling to spread these applications around. Since users tend to install these programs themselves without realizing it, it is part of the reason why most of these apps are often classified as potentially unwanted. Adware, browser hijackers, and pups may monitor the web browsing activities carried out on the device. Adware, browser hijackers, and pups may collect information on a user's search history, browsing history, and clicked URLs. They can then monetize the data by transmitting it to its operators, where it's used to tailor redirects or advertisements that are displayed to users. How do I remove adware, browser hijackers, and pups from my computer? We strongly recommend removing adware, browser hijackers, and pups that may cause redirects to sites like go-go.tech. You should scan for and remove unwanted software from your computer by using a reputable malware remediation tool. To prevent the installation of potentially unwanted programs in the future, you should practice good web surfing habits like avoiding questionable freeware sites, torrent pages, and other websites that may host unreliable software. You know, as I think about the dangers that exist online, not unlike the subjects we learned about in this video, I know I feel a lot better having an anti-malware program like Spy Hunter installed in my PC, providing me the protection I need against malware, and I think you should too. Spy Hunter 5's strongest features are found in its malware repair capabilities. Spy Hunter 5's remediation algorithms dive deep into your system to remove and address complex malware issues affecting PCs today. While many anti-malware products only flag and quarantine malware and ultimately fail to fully remediate the root problem, the Spy Hunter 5 remediation algorithm detects, quarantines, and programmatically repairs malware problems on your PC. Spy Hunter 5 is a powerful PC utility that repairs malware threats in many cases where other competing anti-malware and antivirus programs may fail. To detect and remove malware for free, go to enigmasoftware.com and download Spy Hunter today. Thanks for watching.